Evening. I've been expecting you. So yeah, it's currently 5:40 p.m. I got to get up at 3 a.m. to, don't have to get up at 3 a.m. but the tour leaves at 5, so just to be safe, 3 a.m. alarm. It's just an hour later than yesterday. We're going to see the sunrise. We're going to see two tours. So one with AAT Kings, Field of Light Sunrise Tour. I heard it's really good, so I chose to do that. That's a 2-hour tour. We'll be back in no time. Then I got a few hours rest, probably go eat something, to be honest. Then we got with Emu Walk, no, the Emu Experience. The Emu Walk Experience, something like that. It's a company, right? 7-hour tour. Starts at 11:35 a.m. And they do 2 base walks. They take you first to Kata Tjuta, so I've said that so wrong. But they take you there, you do a walk around it, and tell you a lot of things, show you a lot of things, and then they take you over to Uluru and you walk around that. It's a 7-hour tour, includes food and a barbecue dinner, so it sounds quite fun. So that's what I'm doing. I've been on an email with the guy. I'm pretty sure he's the guy that runs the whole company. I've been emailing him about information and stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. So the main reason I came here was the Rock, and we're going to finally tour it today, or tomorrow, from the time I'm recording this. So I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be fun. They said bring sun cream, bring a wide-brimmed hat, which I've been wearing yesterday, or today rather. Bring a fly net, check. Comfortable shoes, a bunch of other things. So yeah, an insect repellent as well. So yeah, you know, I got all of those things basically for this tour, but I needed it also for other tours as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's all about Uluru today, and also the Kata Tjuta. We're going to explore both in the sunrise and during the day, and also the sunset at the end of that 7-hour tour. So it's going to be quite fun. I'm looking forward to it. So let's do this when I wake up. I got to first edit this vlog though. It's going to take a while. I mean, yesterday's vlog, if you've seen it by now. So I have a problem with your water bottles, Australia. You see, I like to drink 2 liters per day, and I like it to be exactly 2 liters, you know? Never like it to be less, so sometimes I overdo it, but, you know, 2 liters is a good amount for an adult to drink, you know? It's not too much, it's not too little, it's more than enough to keep you healthy, hydrated, right? But it's hard to do that in Australia because there's barely any 500 milliliter bottles, and there's barely any 1 liter bottles, or even 2 liter bottles, actually. So it's kind of hard. I've been seeing 600, 1.5, 0.75. I'm just like, you have to do a lot of gymnastics just to get exactly 2 liters. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with exactly 2 liters. Obviously, you get 1.5 and 0.75. That's 2.25. But I want it to be exact. I finally found the right combination at Kings Canyon Resort. Right, they have a 0.75, which is normal, and a 1.25. Yes, I finally found the 2 liter combination. 1.25, 0.75. Unfortunately, the 1.25 is not sold here, but it would be much more simple if you did 500, 1 liter, 2 liter. But it is what it is. Even in England, they have 1.5 as well. But at least you have 0.5 on the side of it. You can make it 1. Either way, I found the right combination. So that is elite. I got the next 2 days covered. Hello, it is 4:30 in the morning. Getting ready to get there now. I didn't need that charger wire, so I'm glad the shops were closed when I went there, because I brought 2 with my GoPro. 1 for my GoPro and 1 for my GoPro charger. So I didn't need to buy another USB-C wire, which is it's a money saver. So yeah, I charged my headphones and we're fine. I don't have to edit my videos on loudspeaker anymore. I never did anyway, to be fair, but it was close to getting there. It's got a good battery. I took a risk last night. It took ages to edit yesterday's vlog, ages. I had to get up at 3 a.m. and I was up editing until like 10. And I started loading them just like an hour and a half. Yeah, let me leave this on. I did all the tags, thumbnail, etc. Went to sleep and I uploaded overnight. I mean, it said an hour left when I went to sleep. I needed to get at least some sleep, so I went to sleep, left the laptop on. But yeah, that was a risk to take, that's for sure. So yeah, that is it for the GoPro until Queensland. I look forward to showing you what I'm doing in Queensland. And I feel like it can't be more life-threatening than what I did yesterday, considering my fitness. Anyway, let's get over to the front of the hotel, where I got to obviously wait for the tour. The hotel is so nice and quiet in the morning. In the dark, everyone's asleep. Sorry, you can barely see me. I think this whole place solar paneled, like solar powered as well. Check this clip out. I didn't put it in yesterday's vlog, but I noticed an entire field of solar panels. Look at all those solar panels. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, I thought that was cool as well. Go back to the meeting point for my 2 tours today. My last 2 tours. Just waiting now. I've not had enough sleep. Definitely not. It's a short trip. I'm trying to make sure I'm always near the toilet, just in case, because I do drink a lot of water. Seems like a lot of blue for this one as well. Maybe not a full coach, but maybe half.
It's best to turn the flashes off your cameras. You don't need it because the camera will pick up the colours. Already quite a well-renowned artist. The largest display is in Southern California, but this is his first one in solar. Now there are 14 solar panels there, and of course he was taking advantage of the brilliant sunshine we have up here. So of course once there is a battery, and it's underneath the toilets, and it actually stores over excess charge. So there's plenty there when it's a cloudy day for a number of days in a row. So some of the amazing stats of the lights are that there is over 50,000 lights there, and each light uses 6 components. So there's over 300,000 components in there. If you lay the fibre optic cable end to end, it'll take you from here to Alice Springs.
If you focus on one area, it changes colour every 8 seconds. Can't see me, but I'm glad I brought my Canon. You can guess which clips are Canon, which ones are iPhone. I'll leave that to you. The iPhone's losing this one. Let's check out the Canon. Yeah, I think Canon wins this by a landslide. And bear in mind this is a small compact Canon designed for vlogging camera. I love how the colours constantly change, man. It's really cool. Just asked random woman to take photos of me. She's walking on her own and I'm just randomly just waiting for her, and I'm just randomly like, can you take a photo of me please? I should be more smooth with that. But anyway, yeah, she tried. She took a few photos. Yeah, it's just too dark. But yeah, she did her best. I do like a couple of them, even though I look very blurry, but it's hard to do it. Like, you got to hold another person's phone with a flashlight above the phone so you can like get the light illuminated, because the flash doesn't work. If you do the flash, it takes out the light, so like, and you only get you. So yeah, you got to hold someone else's phone with a flashlight and take the photo, and it just wasn't working. But yeah, she did it right though. Like, even though the photo is blurry, you know, all things considered, it's much better than the selfie I could do. I mean, look at me in selfie mode. You can see the lights in the background, but you know what? She tried. My favourite colours in this are definitely red, blue, and purple. The other colours look great as well. I mean, in general, it looks amazing. But look how good purple glows in the dark, and then when red and blue's together as well. That's a sight. I think on its own, purple's definitely the best one. I mean, just look. I mean, that's red. Yeah, red has to take second place, I think. We'll put blue in third. Sorry for any fans of the colour green. At least you know this one's a Canon. Oh, that's a shot right there. You know, I actually forgot where I came from. Because it's like a big maze. I think it's that direction, but not through the lights. Then you damage the lights. And there's animals living there apparently as well. This is definitely worth it. At first I was doubtful, but now I'm just like, yeah. In person, this is amazing. I really hope the camera can do it justice, but when you're actually seeing it with your eyes, it's just amazing. And we're still yet to see the sunrise over the rock, which I've lost track of. Where is the rock? It's somewhere. We kind of did see it earlier. Oh, these lights are amazing, man. I just realised the Canon in selfie mode, oh, never mind. The Canon in selfie mode has me as a shadow. And look, to be fair, like, it could be a nice thumbnail. You know, that's I'm just trying to cope here. Oh, you can see my teeth for a little bit. This seems we're at one of the ends of the lights. Well, I mean, it continues on in other areas, but one of the corners I think we found. It's massive, man. It's bigger than it looks when you first see it. When you actually go down there, you actually realise how much is here. Amazing, my friends. Bloody amazing. This camera illuminates it really well. I've been neglecting this camera. I take it on holiday all the time. I never use it. I finally found something it can do that the iPhone cannot. I feel like I got lost as well. I came to this end thinking, right, this is where we entered, right? No, it's not. There's people coming this way though, so... But still. I want to kind of have a... because they're offering tea and coffee just before sunrise. So I want to go and do that. Well, there's still like 40 minutes to sunrise. But still, I'd rather know where the way out is. Bit of security, guys. Wonder how many lights go into each thing. It's crazy, isn't it? Let's get it close up. Got 14 times, 17 times zoom. There you go. Gets a bit less clear. Another thing this can do, the iPhone can't. I can't zoom in this far on the iPhone. I've seen bloody Samsung zoom in quicker than this. Zoom in more than this, I mean. Truly is amazing, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Amazing, isn't it? Oh, okay, no need to panic, I was in the right direction. The sun is rising, though. I'm pretty sure the way out is... I mean, you can't see it on the camera, but I can see it. Yeah, there you go. White light. There you go. The sun is rising. Oh, yes, it is. Let's check if iPhone can get this as well. That's a star. Yay. Okay, the iPhone's not done too bad. It needs the right zoom. There you go. I need some purple and red. I got some red. You can't actually walk in there, by the way. If it was safe and I was allowed to, I would, but... Oh, this cameraman. If only. I think you found the best photographer on the tour. Some random woman. She's taking photos of everyone basically. She's like, "Can I take a photo of you?" She came up to me and said it as well. I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And they said she took the best photos, and yeah, she did.
Did they turn out all right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were great.
You're welcome.
And he went in, but he initially went into the labour phase, and they knocked him back. Yeah, I had many producers, I thought
Brilliant, I've got that head there. Oh, yeah. And about a hit. You know, it's not even a tip, a big guy, and a block of chocolate. Now, I haven't eaten chips in 6 months. They made me pretty crook.
They also move, so if it's windy, they move.
Oh, really? They spray?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I was looking at them, because there was a whole patch of them that weren't working.
It's pushed out, so it's pushed out to 12.5 kilometres.
Yeah. Oh, I did a bike ride with them.
You most probably went past me yesterday.
I left at 7. The second floor, still got to go, but oh my God, I've been hiking for 20 years. Down through life, so much joy. Oh, just every single person. So much pleasure. I can totally do. And when you go back there, hello, where have you been? Harry used to run since we had a dog track and we had to sort of go right to the house. And he'd go outside, it was really good. And but he used to go and get piggy because he had this little squeaky thing. Oh, yeah. As soon as you walk in the door, mine's got grab monkeys. They go and grab the monkey and bring it down and shake it. You know, Madeline. You know, they do all the shopping.
So if you imagine the dormant seeds in the ground, they germinate. Isn't it beautiful?
Anyway, Roger Fletcher. Killing sheep. Brother. Anyway, it was terrible on a Sunday. And to pick up Keating. So Keating gets off the plane. When he got off the plane, it was immediately. So someone had kept his wife. Now Roger Fletcher, who was a hooker. Anyway, Keating got, he took him down, and Keating turned around and said, "We give you grant money." He said, "I think the best thing we do is get in the car." That's what he done anyway. He's a good friend of mine, but he told guys, back in there.
But when you get clouds,
Anyway, I got a couple of
clouds, it's like the man that
number one
it
label.
looks like the sky is on fire.
Anyway,
With the light, the light is gleaming in this morning sky.
do you realise that you can go what you look at?
Gee, I've got all these suns in my eyes now. Bright lights. Oh,
This colour of the sun on the rock.
we'll be seeing them at Kings Canyon. Fine. Excuse me. What are you doing?
she was taking a photo. I thought you said the ladies in it, so I just stepped out to get up.
That's why I get to put my sunglasses
Digital
on pretty early.
photos are so good.
That is so bright.
Throw away all the old ones that just...
Orange spot in your eye.
You do. Like, how many photos do you need? You need them all.
Normal, right? Now I'm going to get sunrise and Uluru.
Oh, I can do it. Maybe. Okay.
Can you get the sunrise and Uluru? I'm trying. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Work it. Work it.
Do you want me to take a photo of both of you? Come on. Over there.
.20 a.m. We are back. That was a nice sunrise watch. Also, that woman that came up to me asking for photos, she did it for everyone. Like, she did some great photos, and she did some sunrise photos, getting both the sunrise and Uluru. She is an incredible photographer. She was just like, she's used to traveling alone, so like she knows what it's like to take a lot of photos and not be in them. So she likes taking photos of other people. She really loves doing that, and she's incredible, mate. She's not even like a photographer or anything. She's not professional or anything like that. She takes some brilliant photos. I'm just like, you know, many people you're just glad to meet, and she's one of them. She's just an incredible photo taker. Like, she can get a job like taking photos of people on tours. Like, she is that good. Like, she's doing that with phones as well. Like, she took great photos of a lot of people, like most of the tour group with phones. I can't imagine, like, you give her a proper camera, oh my word, mate. There's a career there. There's a career there. Yeah, she was a confident person as well, but the loudest talker in the group. And yeah, she was great. So I really appreciate those photos because they look incredible, and they're going to be great for Instagram as well. So there is that. Anyway, I got 4 hours until the next tour departs, so I might just edit the vlog up to here, and even obviously have breakfast as well. So yeah, I will see you when we depart the next tour. This time it's not AAT Kings, it's Emu Walk Experience. It's because AAT Kings, they do a lot of base walks. They do a sunrise one, a sunset one, but the one I'm looking at does like a combined one with Kata Tjuta, and it just seems better. It seems like a long extended day tour. AAT Kings does them like separately, so yeah, it just seemed better, but obviously I'm sure AAT Kings ones are really good as well, but I wanted like a full day tour, so we are doing that. By the way, the tour operator is called Emu Run Experience, not Emu Walk Experience. My bad. It's a key word difference there. And they've got a cinema with 3 movies. That's cool. Now they got like a little arena there. That's cool. I'm feeling the heat. It's pretty damn hot at the moment. Not too humid though, so it's a nice kind of hot, but it's still significantly hot to the point where me wearing a hoodie, it looks very silly. I'm waiting for this bus to come. As soon as it comes, take it off. It was cold in the morning as well. Welcome to the desert. That's better. Really nice seats. Very comfortable.
4 months ago, and the cause of fire was lightning from the sky. The trees and plant history, geological part of this area from a local language, basically Aboriginals call Ananu. Increasing the speed. And if we talk about second explorer, William Goss, 21 square kilometers.
got a self-guided tour, Kata Tjuta. Got a whole group obviously, but we're self-guiding ourselves. Its height is 542 meters above the plains and 1066 meters above sea level, so fairly high. Fly net, sunglasses inside the fly net, just in case you're wondering. I came prepared. Should be good. I did Kings Canyon. He did say watch your steps. I'm doing that. It's quite an uneven terrain. The only thing is these nets actually attract flies as well. It doesn't seem to stop them from getting to my face, but still, they're on my hand now. That's where the uneven steps come in. Sorry, it flies on my hand as well. It should be easy compared to Kings Canyon, that is for sure. Does not make it easy in its own right, but it should be easy enough. Looking on that, I realised it's still uneven, but there's a clear pathway here, which is easier than that or that. I'm an idiot sometimes. Then again, I didn't see that path at the start, but yeah, I noticed it eventually. The right mask, the flies sit on these nets, but at least they're not attacking my face. Another bridge, and another one I think, unless it's a staircase. It's a bridge and another one, and a lot of rocks in the sand. They could genuinely film Star Wars here. I'm not even kidding. If it wasn't so hot, it'd probably be a great idea. Sometimes I look at the bottom and I think, do you trust the bridge? I think you do. Doesn't look like it's wobbling anyway. It looks fairly new actually. These canyons definitely took a lot out of me. Like, I'm starting to feel it now. My legs are just... I feel like I've sprained something or something. I remember when I climbed the rocks next to the Egyptian pyramids in January, legs were aching after that, the day after. I'm starting to feel the Kings Canyon effects. Walking is becoming a bit more of a challenge than it should. Not even Star Wars, mate. Did from a Bible story here, like just it's got a setting for so many great stories. Wow, water, more water. Is it a mirage? Get in trouble. They said come back 1:30, it's almost 1:10. Not the end of the trail yet. I said 50 minutes. So it's been 30 minutes. Almost at the end. Just ask someone. Just me here. Just get this done, David. I want to say I did it. I'm gonna rush back. We did it, people. See, I said people instead of guys. I'm improving, guys. Sorry, people. As if I didn't do it on purpose either. I've done it. We've done it. I brought you along here. Alright, that's the whole point of the vlog, so you can come with me. Now I need to rush back somehow with this torrential terrain, but I got my photos, got my video clips. Should be on the way back. I need the toilet. Toilet on the coach is broken. The next stop is the toilet stop, so I need to also, I'm desperate to go, my word. The flies have calmed down. Oh my word, what a view. Let's head to the coach. After this view, okay, now back to the coach.
I think horizontal should be better.
Yeah. So we can see just a little on top here on the ground. Rest of it like that. Yeah, so Uluru is 348 meters height.
A crazy fact about Uluru that I didn't know. It stretches 6 kilometers underground. 6 kilometers of it is underground. And it looks so tall as it is. It's actually a lot taller than that. It's like an iceberg. Like the tour guide told me. It's actually mad. Anyway, next stop is the cultural center. We're not allowed photos in there, so Sorry, a bit earlier, you know, but yeah, there's some good things in there. I checked the souvenir shop. There were some cool looking things in there, but I didn't get anything. I did my Uluru shopping mainly in the resort. There's a great shop in there. But yeah, I was really impressed by the artwork in there. It was really cool, and they were selling artwork as well. I didn't buy any though. I could have. There was one that I really liked, and I thought, wow, this would look cool framed up in my house. Then I saw $965. I was just like, oh, the one I liked the most was the most expensive one there, at least out of the prices I saw anyway. But yeah, I thought, yeah, I'll leave it. But if you ever come here to the cultural center in Uluru, amazing artwork. Even to just look at it, just looking at it is amazing. So there's some real talent there. So and very culturally significant as well. So it's pretty awesome. You know, more and more I'm feeling the effects of Kings Canyon, climbing those rocks, using my legs and my hands. Both my calves, I can feel it. Both my hamstrings, the insides of them, I can feel it. The back of my left thigh and my right arm when I lift it. Like here, just here. I'm feeling it there as well. Climbing Kings Canyon yesterday has done me in, my friends. I should be alright for this walk around Uluru, but my word, are my legs done for. Hopefully I'll be good enough for what I'm doing in Cairns, because it's a pretty physical thing as well. There's 2 Uluru walks. There's a short one that's like, it's a bit longer than, not as long as what I did earlier, or what we did earlier, but a fairly short one. Then a second one that's quite a bit longer, so it should be fun, you know. I don't think you go all the way around either, because like I think parts of it are protected by cultural significance. Same with like, I remember researching helicopter tours around here, which I was going to do but I cancelled on. They couldn't go around a certain part, so I'm going to be doing that base walk, which I've been very excited to do. So yeah, only thing I missed out on was doing it in the sunrise. You know, maybe the base walk at sunrise would be really cool as well. But as I told you, I might come here at some point in the future, and I also want to come back for Mount Connor, so maybe a few years down the line. But I've still done the essential things, but the luxury things I can come back for. It's just the luxury of, you know, a country this big and the world in general. You know, you can do all the things you want for so long. I've got so many plans to explore this country, and even after I've gone through my whole list, there's still so much to see, you know, and that's the amazing thing. Not just Aussie land, but the world, you know. You've never seen everything, never. There's always something else.
You can take photo of these 2 cracks here. Part of our tour. So this. That's on the other side. At the end of the table. More water holes, like in Kata Tjuta. Have you seen a water at Kata Tjuta? Yeah. Yes. And then I'll show you here. And then like red and yellow ochre, animal fat and blood, desert oak tree, charcoal and ash. Mix them all together. Put some copies of water, and make a paste and bring it. That place where you can see some holes on the rock, the carvings, and add that. So that's the second strike, second hit, and after And it comes with the water. So the black lines everywhere you will see when we're taking around, that's water lines. Oh, good. Have you heard the water sound? Near to the water, olive sized berries and a purple, and if we compare to orange, it's more than 20 times vitamin C in there. Superfood kind of. Or actual figure is 27 times. Kata story. Meanwhile, he found a wounded emu. A dragon. All the photos, don't worry about that. Please gather over there. We can cut you about, and after that, all over the world was an economic depression or something. And the second thing, once the non-indigenous people came. Good. So we have hollows here, my friends.
Got to tap a specific part of the rock to like play like an instrument. I couldn't find the right spot. I thought I did for a second, slightly, but not quite. Ladies and gentlemen, I have touched Uluru. I have touched the rock. I've done it. I will wash the sand, but I have done it now. The local kids walk past, and the specific rules. The tour guide said no video. If you want a photo, you have to ask them. And no eye contact, and normal handshake, no firm handshake. I thought that was interesting. Obviously showing respect to them. You can talk to them, it's just that, you know, you've got to follow certain rules, and definitely no video. Everybody gets apples. My familiar face. Just tried to eat the apple with the net still on. I was just like... Some parts of the rock, there's a whole side to the rock that you can't take any photos of. So that's what I read about in a helicopter tour I was thinking about doing. They said there's certain parts you can't fly over to protect the Aboriginal culture and other things. But yeah, like there's a whole side you can't take a photo of. We just done a walk through an area that we can't take any photos of, so sorry I couldn't show you, but I just got to tell you, it is incredible. You've got to see it for yourself. It looks mesmerizing. The designs, the holes in the rock, the different markings. There's a lot. This thing is something else. I'm so glad I did this. Like I was literally like last year, 2 years ago actually, researching things to do in Australia, things to see. This random rock popped up, and I gained such a fascination in it. And now 2 years later, here I am, looking at it, walking around it, just being amazed by its beauty. Incredible, it really is. 550 million years old. Something else. I definitely want to come back here, man. It's a great place to relax, the resort, and then you've got this massive rock that you can just keep exploring. Part of me kind of wishes I chose the AAT King's sunset pace walk, because I wanted a sunset anyway, and it's a proper base walk. It's like 3-4 hours long. I would have liked to do that, like a proper walk around the rock. Was that apple in my net? I can show you this. That is where they used to climb the rock, which has been banned since 2019. There used to be a chain along that white line. What happened is people get stranded up there, and people lose their lives because emergency service will take like 5 to 7 hours. Right, all that's left now is the sunset, the barbecue sunset. I'm looking forward to the sun setting of Uluru. Apparently it's a very magical thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Seeing sunrise over it was really cool. So I'm looking forward to it because the rock kind of changes colours. The sun goes down during the horizon. I really want to see that. So we did a few walks, you know, around the rock. We did 2 main ones. One that I couldn't show you because you can't film there. But I enjoyed myself. but I still would have liked to do the 3-hour version. So, but yeah, this is like a big 7-hour tour of like different things. There's always that one tree in it. And us WWE chairs. Sorry, anytime I see a chair like this, it's WWE. Sitting down. Flies everywhere, man. Just sitting down on my wrestling chair. Sometimes I feel like a nice, soft, light breeze on my arm. It's so nice. Other times the fly, not so nice. But just looked up the full-on base walk. It's 10 kilometers long to go around the whole rock. 3.5 hours it takes. But it's all flat. There's no like climbing anything. Compared to Kings Canyon, that sounds incredible. I don't regret doing this tour. This tour was great. Like seeing Kata Tjuta as well, that was brilliant. And all the different places we visited, and the 2 walks we did around Uluru. It was good. It was good. It's just that I do wonder if it would have been better to do the 3-hour version and just the sunset tour. But I really wanted to see Kata Tjuta. I really wanted to see that. I wanted to see 3 things there: Kata Tjuta, Uluru, and Kings Canyon. So I needed to fit all 3 in within 2 days. I think I did pretty well there, all things considered. This was a great tour. Tomorrow I was meant to do a helicopter tour, but I cancelled it. I'll talk more about that in tomorrow's vlog, but for now, let's enjoy Uluru. I thought this vlog wouldn't be that long, to be honest, but the field of light was 25 minutes. And this might be longer than Kings Canyon. I didn't think it would be, but it might be. Oh, I think the sunset is about an hour actually. Don't have to wait this early. But there's a barbecue as well. I looked into it, and I could do this base walk tomorrow. It starts at 6, 7 hours long, but I'm not going to do it because we've been around Uluru mostly in a coach. We've done a few walks to the, sacred places, special places. I think that's enough. But if I do come back, I probably will. At some point, I'll come back in a good season, and I'll go to the AFL games. That's poor English. Go to AFL games and then spend a few days over here. Go back, watch AFL games again, and go home. I might do that in future. I might come over for 2 rounds. In the middle, I got to do something. This would be perfect. It's a nice getaway in a resort where you can relax, but you can also do things like this. So I think it's good to save that for a future year, but we're talking 5 years down the line, not anytime soon. And there's another reason to come back, Mount Connor. There's another reason, so that could be a thing at least 5 years down the line. I'm saying 5 years if I'm coming back in 2028. I don't know if I will, but I'm just as a potential parameter. But I want to come to Australia again next year and the year after. And hopefully by then I've explored every state I want to explore, including Adelaide and Darwin and Tasmania, and Queensland as well. Once I'm done with that, and also done with, during that time I also visit parts of Africa, parts of South America. Once I'm done with all of those, I want to explore Asia. I haven't really explored Asia that much. Been to the Middle East once, been to Sri Lanka once, that's about it. So I want to explore Asia properly for a few years, and then and then we can do whatever. But I also want to visit Antarctica as well, but for that you need thousands upon thousands of pounds. You can't do it. You need a lot of money though, so I got to start saving for that. It might take a long time to save for it. I wanted to do it in 2030, but I don't know if I can save. But the amount I travel at the moment, I don't know if I can save enough in 7 years. It costs that much to go to Antarctica, but I'd love to go. But aside from Antarctica, I want to explore Asia quite a lot. But for now, Australia, at least 2 or 3 more trips. Cannot wait. And once that's all said and done, once I've properly in my mind explored Australia, there'll still be a lot more I haven't seen, and that gives me reason to come back to places like this. So at some point in my life I'll be back here. Could be with someone else, a special someone. For now it's just a bag. I need to work on that part of my life. I don't want to be single. I'm not single on purpose, I promise. The sun is setting behind us. The rock is in front of us. Sunset's about to begin. It's getting browner, less orange. I've seen this and the pyramids in the same year. Genuinely feels like a long time ago I went to visit the Egyptian pyramids in January. That was this year. It doesn't feel like it. Sun's not even set yet. Got it! We are back where we started and the sun is not fully down yet. It is dark now though, but it's dark blue and not black. I'd have preferred to still be there now, just wait for it to go completely pitch black, but it was still interesting, like still pretty cool seeing the change, the color change and everything. I'm gonna go watch a YouTube video of the full sunset and I'm gonna see how cool it looks and see how much I actually missed. Maybe I missed nothing. I could have just missed nothing. Also, there's an interesting fellow traveler that I met. He's from Australia, so he's, but obviously it's a massive continent. It's his first time in seeing this rock. I was speaking to him a lot of things. I'll tell you about it when I get back to my hotel because you can barely see me right now. Being more self-conscious, I'm walking around like this with a net still on top of my head with a hat in the dark. A woman walked in front of me, just looked behind, she's just like, what on earth is this? She didn't say that, but like, it felt like I startled her, which I didn't mean. Oh my God. What are those? I'm not surprised, but I didn't realize until just now how bad it was. Also, I kind of broke the front of it climbing Kings Canyon. These are strong, sturdy shoes. Like they got a lot of grip and everything, but don't kick any rocks with them. I didn't mean to kick any rocks. It's just that when I was climbing, I had a couple slips. Didn't fall over, which is good, but my shoes definitely took a hit, one of them anyway. Oh my word, even the socks now, you know what, let me just take these off. You're not going to see that part, obviously. My trousers are effed as well. I gotta put this all in a suitcase. I could try and see if I can wash it and try it quick enough. I only have to wash a little bit, but the shoes are a significant issue. I don't want that dirt in my suitcase, but do I want to wear that to the airport? Security would be fun, wouldn't it? Bear in mind, last year, and Mark will remember this, who showed me around Perth, I went to touch the Indian Ocean, went in a little too deep, and the sea washed up straight above my ankle height. And I had very salty, wet jeans and shoes by the end of it. So what happened is, at the airport, the metal detector flagged me up. Why? Because there was sand in my shoes. Go figure, so... I should be all right. And I'll wash it out a little bit at least. I was talking to this guy, right? He's an Australian traveller. He's from Bendigo, and he thought I never heard of it. I have heard of it. I was just like, that's in Victoria, innit? And he's just like, yeah, you know. I've done a bit of travelling, mate. Done a bit of travelling. That's not the first thing he said, but he was just talking about the magnificence of Uluru, and he was asking about where I'm from. I'm just like, England. He's just like, wow, okay. And he's like, have you been to Australia before? I'm just like, yeah, I came here last year. He's just like, wow, you loved it so much? Where'd you go last year? And I told him everything and all that stuff. He asked what team I support. I said Arsenal. And he said, do you have family here? And I'm just like, yeah, I have family in Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane, and Sydney. Fun fact for you. There was a Sri Lankan civil war that lasted 26 years. Almost 1 million Sri Lankans left the country fleeing the war. So you will find plenty of Sri Lankans in Australia, Canada, the UK, Germany for some reason, and I assume America, but America's not as significant, but still, you find Sri Lankan people all over the world who escaped war. So because of that, I got relatives all over Australia. So I think that's a pretty interesting fact. And in Canada as well that I know about, and in Germany actually. But yeah, I was telling him this and that, and he was telling me this and that. And he's just like, where you headed next? I'm just like, I'm heading to Cairns. I'm looking forward to heading over there. He's just like, there's a crocodile farm. Because he was there in March, he visited the Great Barrier Reef. He said there's a crocodile farm in between Cairns and Port Douglas. If you got time, go and visit. I'm just like, trust me, that sounds really cool. But I've already booked the tours I want to book. But I didn't tell him that, but like, I'm just like, yeah, I'll look into it, and I'll look into it. But yeah, we spoke about a lot of things, and then he was just like, when you came last year, did you watch any AFL yet? I'm just like, yes. Yes, I did. I never brought up AFL. He has no idea I'm an AFL fan. But he's talking about, have you watched AFL? I'm just like, yeah. He's just like, who'd you come down to support? I said Hawks. And he was just like, oh, does your family support them? No, it's not through family. I just picked the Hawks. And I told him about my first game last year, Melbourne Collingwood. To that, he replied, I'm a Collingwood fan. He's a Collingwood fan. It seems that I can get along with a Collingwood fan. That's what we've learned today. Something else he mentioned. He asked where I worked. What else? He said, have you ever thought about living in Australia? He genuinely asked that. Just like, you ever thought about it? I'm just like, I kind of like England. I do like England, believe it or not. The weather might be awful. There's a lot of crazy people in it. And there's a lot of crime. But it's my home. Home is home. But yeah, like, he's just like, you could move over here. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it could be a second home. It could be, he's just like, if you've got family all over Australia, then it might be a good significant move. I'm just like, I'll stay put in England, but this is a great place to visit. And he'd also never been to this area before. So like, he was so fascinated. To him, it was like, to him, it felt like visiting a whole new country, even though he's in the same country. So I thought that was quite amazing. Even though he's from this country and I'm from the other side of the world, we were both so amazed by seeing this thing for the first time. And I think that's pretty damn cool. So yeah, that was a cool conversation to have, that's for sure. Just watching time lapses on YouTube, I didn't miss that much about Uluru. Like, I saw the main part of the sunset and the changing color of the rock. I thought that was pretty crazy how quickly it changes from this bright orange to this dark brownish. I just wanted to see what happens when it goes completely dark. Watched it on YouTube. It's pretty cool. It's just I haven't missed that much. I saw most of what I wanted to see. So yeah, there you go. I chose not to do that base walk that I could have done tomorrow, but tomorrow is about doing something new, and this is the last early wake up. But there is one more early wake up in a few days. I'll be traveling somewhere, and my pickup is at 7 a.m. I think. So that's going to be exciting, but it's not waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. in the morning to climb an impossible mountain and somehow do it. And then also today, it's not going to be nothing like that. It's going to be mostly like the one I'm doing at 7 a.m. A lot of the time it's going to be on the coach. So let's just put it that way. But I guess I posted my bucket list on my YouTube main channel a few months ago, and it's on there. What I said I was doing it, what I said I'm doing at 7 a.m. it's on there, but it's not the full picture. It's like I'm going to 4 places at once. That's all I can say, but I'm excited to share that with you. But before that, I'm doing something else that requires waking up even later. It doesn't involve a pickup. I gotta walk somewhere, but it's fairly close to my hotel. But I look forward to sharing my next 2 experiences in Cairns. It's gonna be a good time. And then we fly into Melbourne for the finals. Have I got tickets? You'll find out. I'm keeping it a surprise, but some of you will know what I got or what I haven't got. Okay, so I've had discussions, shall we say. But shh, don't tell anyone if you know anything. But I have got Carlton v Sydney. That's a guarantee. We've got 1 finals game out of 4. We'll stick with that. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I would love to shower, which I will do right now, and go to bed, but I got to edit the vlog. Lucky me. Goodbye.